General H. Norman Schwarzkopf, known to the world as Stormin Norman, a name that echoed through history, not just as a soldier, but as a leader who commanded respect, loyalty, and admiration. He wasn't born into greatness, he earned it. August 22nd, 1934, Trenton, New Jersey. A young boy named Herbert Norman Schwarzkopf Jr. entered the world in a family of discipline, service, and strength. His father, Herbert Norman Schwarzkopf Sr., wasn't just any man. He was the superintendent of the New Jersey State Police, a man who led the investigation into the infamous Lindbergh baby kidnapping. A man of duty, a man of honor, and from him, young Norman learned what it meant to live with purpose. But life wasn't just rigid discipline. His mother, Ruth Alice Bowman, provided warmth, love, and a moral compass that would guide him forever. Childhood wasn't stationary. The family moved often, even spending years in Iran during his father's work as a U.S. military advisor. Norman didn't just grow up in America, he grew up with a view of the world, cultures, people, differences. And that made him see life bigger than himself. By his teenage years, he was athletic, competitive, and driven. He earned the rank of Eagle Scout, a badge of perseverance he wore with pride his entire life. In 1952, he graduated from Valley Forge Military Academy. There, he didn't just learn to follow orders, he learned to lead. He learned that leadership isn't about rank, it's about responsibility. And so, he set his sights on West Point, the United States Military Academy. 4 years of relentless discipline, brutal academics, and leadership training. He emerged in 1956 as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Infantry, with a degree in mechanical engineering and a heart ready to serve. His first assignments took him to Germany in the tense days of the Cold War. He trained hard, pushed himself, earned his airborne wings, and became a Ranger. A tough, demanding officer, but always fair. Then came Vietnam, the first tour, early 1960s, as an advisor to the South Vietnamese Army. He saw firsthand the chaos of guerrilla war, the frustration of unclear missions, and the human cost of conflict. He could have walked away after that. Many did, but he didn't. In 1969, he went back, this time as a battalion commander in the Americal Division. And there, he proved who he really was. May 1970. A mine-clearing operation turned into a nightmare. One of his companies was caught in a deadly ambush, pinned down in a minefield under brutal enemy fire. He didn't sit in a safe room giving orders. He flew to the battlefield, landed in the middle of hell, and personally crawled through the minefield, explosions around him, bullets snapping past, to save his men. That day, his soldiers saw something unforgettable, a general who would risk his life for theirs. He earned the Silver Star for that action, but more importantly, he earned the undying loyalty of those he led. Through the 1970s and 80s, Schwarzkopf rose higher, commanding units, shaping training, insisting on readiness. He earned a master's degree in engineering, graduated from the Army War College, and eventually took command of the 24th Mechanized Infantry Division. Then came 1988. He was appointed Commander-in-Chief of U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM. The Middle East was now his responsibility. And then, history called. August 2nd, 1990, Saddam Hussein's forces invaded Kuwait. The world held its breath. Oil supplies, global stability, the lives of millions, all at risk. President George H.W. Bush ordered U.S. forces to respond, and Schwarzkopf was the man chosen to lead them. Operation Desert Shield began, an unprecedented buildup of U.S. and coalition forces in Saudi Arabia. Over 30 nations, hundreds of thousands of troops. He wasn't just fighting a war, He was managing a global alliance. When diplomacy failed, the world turned to him to deliver victory. January 17, 1991, Operation Desert Storm began. The air campaign shattered Iraq's infrastructure. Then came the ground assault on February 24th. His strategy? Brilliant. A massive feint to hold the enemy in place, and a sweeping left hook through the desert that crushed the Iraqi army in just 100 hours. Kuwait was liberated. The coalition won with minimal losses, and Norman Schwarzkopf became a legend. His press briefings, clear, honest, even humorous at times, made him a household name. Soldiers loved him, the public trusted him, and the world respected him. In August 1991, after 35 years of service, he retired, a hero. He received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, wrote his best-selling autobiography, It Doesn't Take a Hero, and devoted the rest of his life to veterans, charities, and children's causes. On December 27, 2012, he passed away in Tampa, Florida. He was 78. But legends don't really die. Norman Schwarzkopf's words still echo today. Leadership is a potent combination of strategy and character. But if you must be without one, be without the strategy. Because in the end, that's who he was, a man of character. A soldier who never forgot his men. A leader who proved that courage isn't just on the battlefield, it's in the heart.